Elizabeth Greene.
Okay, and you worked at?
Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
For 36 years.
Wow.
Came in 1970, retired in 2006. Yes.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah. What was it like before the union? Were you there before the union came in?
Well, the union came the first year that I started working there. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but I know unions, and I understand unions, and I wanted to be in a union for my protection. Being an LPN in the hospital, or a nursing assistant, or a tech, or dietary housekeeping, you didn't have a say-so in anything at all. You basically had to go with the flow. And we needed protection against certain things because I knew that I wanted to work there, but I knew that I'd be there a long time. Back then, you didn't go from job to job to job.
Right.
Right. You got a job and you stayed on your job.
Right.
So that's another reason why I wanted to join the union, because I wanted to stay there. I loved it. I loved my job. And I didn't see any harm in joining a union. And I knew the hospital didn't want it, like I said. So we picketed a couple days out on the pavement, peaceful, very peaceful, until we got the injunction that we had to, limit the number of people, with signs, and limit the number of people going around the building. So then we kind of got ourselves in groups and we took turns. In other words, we took shifts.
Sure.
Right, and we took like 4 to 6 hours, some 8-hour shifts, and we didn't get paid, but it was okay. Administration did not like the fact that we were, because they saw nice people out there. They saw people, because like I said, it was all, not violent, very calm, and some of the doctors would walk by. I remember a couple doctors said to me, "What are you doing out here? Get inside. Come on, let's go inside. You don't want to be out here. You don't need to be out here." And I just smiled at him and said, "Yes, I do."
Yeah. Good for
and
you.
But because they had their protection.
Sure.
They had their protection, but that was it. Basically that was it. And I was there very happily for 36 years. Never had any problems. Never ever had any problems there, because I loved my job and I loved the hospital.
Yeah. What kind of nursing? Where did you work at Jefferson?
I was a practical nurse, and I worked in the surgical intensive care unit. And I saw an awful lot.
Yeah.
I saw an awful lot. And I'll never forget some of the things that I saw and experiences I had. But and a lot of my coworkers were still very, very close today. We write to each other. We send Christmas cards. They still send me pictures of their kids, and the weddings inviting me. I loved it. I truly loved Jefferson, and my Jefferson family.
Yeah.
Loved them. The supervisors, I got along with everybody. Yeah.
That's hard work too, the surgical ICU.
It was so hard.
Getting people out of bed.
Oh, yeah.
In bed.
And not just that. I never saw so much blood in my entire life. You couldn't even wear the same shoes home, because some days you were actually walking in piles of blood, gunshots, and the worst things that could possibly happen in Center City came right there to that trauma center.
Right.
Then they start doing liver transplants, and that was a lot of blood. Yeah, I got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were through the early years of the HIV, the first HIV.
Exactly.
Which is very scary.
Which I got stuck. I did get stuck. I'll never, ever, ever forget that. My dad was dying of cancer. I had done a double shift that night to have off that next day, because he was at our house and I was taking care of him. And cleaning up a patient, liver transplant, I believe, and I got stuck with a needle. And I was very, very, very upset, because back then, you had to go to the emergency room. They wanted you to take what was the medication to take for HIV?
Yeah, one of the early meds, yeah.
Right. There were certain
Kind of
medications that I was supposed to take
Right.
because I got stuck, whether I had gotten the HIV or not.
Right.
ACT, that's what it was.
Right.
And I was boohooing crying because I did not want to take that medication.
Yeah.
Because who said that I had it?
Right.
And I didn't, we just didn't know about AIDS then. And
Right.
I don't think I took it. I did not take it. But that's it. I refused to take it, but I had to constantly be tested.
Right.
Right. So I would go back and forth to student health to be
Right.
tested.
Right.
And thank God, everything was negative,
Yeah.
the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So what would you like to say anything to the young workers today who don't know about how the union was born? What can they tell them about
I
the
would just
union?
like to say to them, stick in there. No matter what you do, you need the union. I am here, a retiree, and I'm going to Washington on January 28th, and I'm fighting for myself to keep my pension and to keep my health benefits, and also to fight for the younger people,
Right.
to keep their benefits, keep their health. This is the best union in the world.
Yeah.
A lot of my senior citizen friends, we sit at the senior center and we talk. None of them have what I have.
Yeah.
None of them. This is the best union. And at that time, I had no clue. Yeah, I had no clue. I'm saying to myself, oh my God, they're taking all this money out of my pay
Right.
for my union dues.
Right.
When I look back, when they told me how much money I was getting when I retired, I said, what? I'm getting what?
That's great.
I still
Yeah.
cannot believe it.
Yeah.
All of my benefits, my senior friends don't get their medications paid for. My senior benefits don't have. I can go to extravagant hotels, the same hotels that the people who live there have to pay for the services there, and I get them for free.
Wow.
Which is silver sneakers because of my union.
Wow.
I get all my prescriptions I've never paid, maybe $5, have them delivered to my house for 90 days. It's the best thing going.
That's
It's
great.
really, and I'm just ecstatic about my union.
So
Yes.
we have to fight to keep this union.
We have to fight.
And grow the union.
That's right. We
got
have
to bring
to
all
fight.
the fast food workers in.
Oh yeah.
All the daycare workers.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Yes.
They're all going to be in the union.
You need this for your protection. You really do.
Yeah.
Not to say that people are trying to take advantage of you, but you are a better worker because you want to stay there. You want the longevity because you want your union. The longer you're in the union, the better it's going to be for you.
Sure.
The longer. And I was in the union, one of the first people in the union when it came there to jail. Had no idea, the benefits that I was going to have in the long run. But it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And when you get old, you need that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Thank God I have my health and everything going for me, but you need that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for
You're quite
talking to us,
welcome.
Elizabeth.
You're quite
and
welcome.
I'm so lovely to see you doing so well in your retirement. Good
Thank
for
you. Thank you.